Today, we're diving deep into a company called TruPro Elites and their bold promise that if your investment portfolio makes less than $5,000 a month in passive income, they can change that for you. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know how their system works, why they're so confident they can deliver, the risks that come with it, and whether or not you should even consider jumping in. So let's start with the basics. Here's how the pitch goes. If you're an investor and you're not making at least $5,000 in passive income every single month, you need to listen up. Our company, TruPro Elites, will set up and run an Amazon store for you that generates thousands of dollars in monthly passive income. And the best part? You only need to spend about 15 minutes per month on this investment. Everything else is done for you. Before I start, if you're tired of scams and want a real solution for making money online, check out my #1 recommendation in the description below. Yeah, you heard that right. 15 minutes. That's less time than most people spend scrolling TikTok before bed. But here's where it gets even more interesting. They say if your store doesn't hit that $5,000 monthly milestone within the first year, they'll work for free until it does. Pretty bold, right? Most people in the done-for-you world don't exactly put their money where their mouth is. And to top it off, they even invite you to schedule a demo call where they walk you through the system. Now let's talk about why they're so bullish on this whole Amazon idea. Most people think Amazon owns all the products it sells. But guess what? 94% of the time, that's not true. When you click Buy Now on Amazon, chances are you're not buying directly from Amazon. You're buying from some random person or a company who's running their own Amazon store. That's where the real money is made. Amazon takes a cut, of course, but the lion's share, that goes to the third-party seller. And that's what TruPro Elites is really offering here. The chance to own one of those stores without having to figure everything out yourself. Now, here's the reality check. Running a successful Amazon store is not easy. Anyone who's ever tried it knows it's a grind. You've got to source products, deal with manufacturers, handle shipping and inventory, optimize your listings, run ads, deal with customer complaints. And all of that eats up time, money, and sanity. That's why the idea of handing it off to a team of professionals is so appealing. TruPro Elites says they'll do all of that for you. They've already cracked the code. You just bring the money and they run the business. So who's actually behind this thing? That's where we meet Anthony Wilson. He's from Atlanta, co-founder of TruPro Elites and the face of the company. Along with his partner, he's been running multiple Amazon businesses. They claim they have over 10 stores of their own, plus all the client stores they manage. And that's where the story gets interesting. See, if they're so successful, you might be wondering, why share the wealth? Why not just keep building more stores for themselves? Here's the answer: working capital. The way this model works, they buy products in bulk at wholesale prices, then list them on Amazon at retail prices. The difference between wholesale and retail is the profit. But here's the catch: buying in bulk requires cash. Lots of it. And even though their system is running smoothly, they've hit a bottleneck. They don't have unlimited money to keep scaling. So their solution? Bring in outside investors like you. You put up the capital, they run the store, and then you split the profits at the end of each month. Now here's a clever twist. They don't just expect you to fund everything out of your savings. TruPro Elites actually helps you get 0% interest business credit cards. This means you can essentially start your Amazon store using other people's money, bank's money, to be exact, without paying interest. According to them, it's pretty easy to get approved, you don't need collateral, and you don't put up a lien against your assets. On top of that, you rack up credit card rewards points like crazy. If you're paying off the cards every month, you also become eligible for credit limit increases every quarter. That means you can buy more inventory, which means more sales, which means more profit. So let's break down the numbers. They say that by the end of year 1, you should have broken even on your upfront investment. After that, your share of the profits is pure upside. Sounds great on paper, but here's the reality. A year is a long time to wait. And that assumes everything goes smoothly. What happens if your store underperforms? What happens if Amazon changes its policies? Or worse, what if your store gets shut down? Amazon is notorious for suspending accounts. It happens all the time, even to experienced sellers. If you've got deep pockets and you're comfortable with risk, this might be an interesting play. You're essentially becoming a partner in an existing, proven system. But if you're someone looking for a safe, guaranteed way to build passive income, this probably isn't it. Amazon is powerful, yes. The opportunity is real, yes. But the risks are just as real. And waiting a full year to even break even, that's a big ask. Personally, I wouldn't do it, but I can see why some people would. So what do you think? Would you invest tens of thousands into a done-for-you Amazon store run by a company like TruPro Elites? Or would you rather roll up your sleeves and try to build it yourself? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your take. Before you leave, if you're tired of scams and want a real solution for making money online, check out my #1 recommendation. Click the link in the description to see the best business to start online, which made me